Shut the fuck up, bitch. This fool podcast is on.
What's happening, bros? We got the fucking beers right here that are cold. We got the fucking weed smoking. And the music is banging. We're on fucking video here. First episode of the new year. And like we said in the previous episode, we're going to try and have video guys for you. And in the first fucking episode of the year, cheers, my guy. We're on motherfucking video. That's how we do it here at this food podcast. What are we drinking today, bro?
Shit. That if you could fucking say that Nazi shit, be my guess. Go for it.
My best guess here is Fest beer, right?
Is it Fest or Feist?
Feist. I don't know. There's no I. We're drinking Festbier. Feist beer. Is it German? I don't know. We might.
I'm
just
pretty
be
sure
fucking...
it's German. Oktoberfest. I'm assuming unless it's a fucking cash grab, gentrification. But
right here
anyway.
From Munich. So yeah, shout out to the Germans again.
Here's to being a new fool, 2022.
Cheers, guy.
Let's be a new version, 2.0, 3.0, whatever fucking level you're on now.
So a nice little lager. Very rich in flavor.
Today's victory. I was pretty sure they wish they were saying after World War II.
For those of you just listening to us, we're on motherfucking video. We're on YouTube right now. And if you're watching us on YouTube,
the gram, party, TikTok, bro. Whatever the fuck social media is out nowadays, who fucking knows anymore? How long do you think before there's another social media platform that just like obliterates everything else?
Damn, I want to say maybe like 5 years. It's probably the metaverse.
Would he even do it? Oh, that's right, the metaverse.
Because honestly, TikTok came out of nowhere. I'm surprised TikTok came into being because, in my opinion, it's basically Vine, just a new version of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know why Vine got discontinued not too long ago. I thought Vine.
Well, I thought it was because their videos were always going to be short no matter what. And TikTok, I know they at least range.
I mean, that's something that they can easily adjust, but the concept is pretty much the same. It was videos and shit like that.
Yeah, they I don't know. Vine had a premature death, but it is what it is.
Definitely did.
What I was going to say was, do you think the metaverse is going to come out as like I don't think it will come out as an app, but do you think the metaverse is going to come out first and then they're going to have a pocket version of that where they're going to have more updated, lightweight fucking goggles and shit?
No, definitely.
So you can be like VR at the bus stop,
Yeah, definitely. I think maybe not necessarily VR at the bus stop, but I think that there'll definitely be like a main version of it, and there'll be a fucking mobile,
like a portable version of it.
It'll be like Yu-Gi-Oh, where they had the fucking dual arenas and shit.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, fucking Kaiba came with that fucking side dish shit. He's like, "Hey, I'll fade you up right here on the spot." Bitch. And then he fucking started throwing that shit.
That's true.
And so I think that's probably what happened. Like it'll just fucking be like a hologram out of nowhere. Like I don't think you'll. I don't know. It depends what the metaverse is. It might be like a fucking Pokeball, and you just get transformed into this new world and shit. But yeah, like there'll definitely be centers for it, and then eventually it'll make it to people's homes, and then eventually it'll be mobile. But who knows if people will even be mobile at that point?
Do you think that how fast do you think it's gonna take before fools start getting busted for being in VR porn?
I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, there's already like virtual reality porn and shit. Like, yeah, you're not in it.
Yeah, but to get that immersive? Where you see nothing but the fucking casting couch room and you just see the fucking bitch in front of you, you're just like, she's like, you can be fucking C.K. Lewis and just whip the dick out and just start jerking off. Like, I just know for a fact that shit's gonna get abused for that. You just know it.
Oh, definitely.
Like, come on, when you found out you had internet on your phone and it was like 9 p.m. at night, you're like, you're just like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and you're just thinking, fuck, I can just do this right now.
Yeah, and then it'll be like whoever you want. You'll be able to generate whoever or whatever. It might be even be able to scan your head, and it'll give you the dream person you never knew you wanted.
How long before they start creating things to help you feel the sensations of whatever fucking world you're in?
ASAP. They're developing that shit right now, bro. There's fucking people in the White House getting jerked off through that shit right now.
They're like, I want to know what Bill Clinton fucking felt that night.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna work on it. I mean, they're already working on like sensory shit. So I mean, I'm sure they already have them. They already have like there's like these centers you can go and you can play games and shit. Like you're in virtual reality, and you're like on those fucking treadmills and shit that you can run and you
Hmm.
run in place and shit. And you wear like a vest, right? So when you get shot, you feel like the vibration on the chest. All they gotta do is just apply that to the dick or to the pussy, whatever it is you got, or to the
cock,
asshole. If that's your point. If
the
that's your
apple
thing.
cock sleeve.
Yeah, so they just gotta develop some underwear, and next thing you know, you
Mm,
got a fucking thumb up your ass or some shit. I don't know.
that's true. That's true. Um, yeah, I got it. They have my attention once they can start getting that shit down. Now I might be interested in the metaverse.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure they're developing that shit right now. There's fucking foods having organs to that shit right now as we speak. There's like those realistic fucking sex dolls, and foods get married to that shit. Like, isn't that
Oh
fucking
yeah, I
crazy?
know what
Like,
you're talking
foods
about.
really have like whole ass relationships with these fucking dolls.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, a little
It's
sad.
it's pretty sad. It kind of like how bad did you have to keep missing in life where you just settled on a fucking doll? I mean, I get it. Some people will make the argument, "Oh, it always loves me. It's always gonna be here, whatever the fuck." And I get that, but it's like it's because she doesn't have a choice.
Okay, here. Okay, yeah, I completely agree. But let me paint the scenario with you.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
right, I
okay, okay,
think
okay.
right now we and I'm when I say we, I'm saying this because I agree with what you're saying. Like, yeah, it's pretty sad. However, I think right now we're looking at it that way.
Hmm.
But what about when fucking these fucking sex dolls are like AIs and shit, and it's just like
So they're just gonna become women at some point.
it's gonna be like it's gonna be what's that fucking movie? What's that?
iRobot?
No, not iRobot.
Her?
Fucking motherfucker, not her. Is it her? Nah, her is a Siri one, not her. It's the one where that fool's like in the fucking in an island. There's like that smart fool who's bald. Uh,
Smart food. Bald.
something Machina, Ex Machina,
Oh,
where
I know the movie. I just never actually seen it.
where
Is
the
that what it is? He's just fucking a robot.
oh, there's a guy who's like a fucking AI
Spoiler
developer
alert,
and
by the
shit.
way.
Spoiler alert, she came out a long time ago. Fucking so this fool who's developing like AIs and shit. That fool's got like fucking 5 robots on deck. That fool just smashes. Like that fool's got like
What the fuck?
yeah, like they just fucking walk in and start giving that fool head or something, you know. and so I mean that's not the plot. That's not the whole point of the story. The point of the story is that there's like a AI and it pretends to like this guy so that way she can break free and whatnot. That's
So
just
that's why it's just gonna come full circle to.
yes, however, she was programmed to escape the fucking vicinity that she was created in. The fool who created her, has like other robots that are literally just created to like for that fool to smash. And he has like yeah, like I said, like he lives like in a remote area,
What a
and that
dumbass!
fool just has like 5 robots.
Why
That
would
can
you
be
even put
smashing.
that in the robot?
Which one?
Why would you even put in a function to help her like solve fucking puzzles and escape shit?
It was like a challenge. I don't know. It was just that fool was like a arrogant ass fool, like a Doctor Strange ass fool.
What a
Yeah.
fucking idiot!
It was like it was exciting experiment, and then that fool ended up being killed in the whole process and shit. Yeah, it's
I
a
mean,
good
yeah,
movie.
he fucking.
I
I mean,
recommend
he
it.
is it rape then if they don't technically have the ability to give
It's an
consent?
AI, dog. I mean, unless AIs become this conscious being, and
Isn't that what the
we're
argument of AI is?
well, I don't know, bro, because like I feel like these fucking robots would fucking
These are the questions we need answered.
if I feel like these robots would fucking trick us. I feel like they fucking want us to consider that they have consciousness because this was probably like, I don't want to be fucking doing this shit. I don't want to be fucking vacuuming this was fucking carpet and shit. But at that point, like I don't know, like how would you prove that these fucking robots have consciousness? You know, like I feel like they're just trying to trick us.
Hmm. I feel like for some reason this is part of the premise for iRobot.
For iRobot, that's the one with Will Smith, right?
Yeah. Will Smith's.
Will Smith. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that one, but I feel like Ex Machina is pretty good up there. The only reason why I watched it was because it was recommended to me, not recommended, but I had a whole ass assignment for it when I took a philosophy class. I don't know how many years ago in fucking
What
college.
the fuck? I don't know if
Yeah.
I've talked about it on this podcast before, but uh, I had to take philosophy twice, and I failed both of them because the fucking professor. I ended up getting the same professor somehow. That fool was a fucking bitch. Fuck that fool. I don't remember that fool's name. But fuck that fool. That fool was such a fucking bitch. This fool. Oh my god. I feel like I've talked about this before, but I don't know if you remember. I had this very same conversation with somebody else, but it became this argument of like, oh my god, what the fuck? I don't even remember what the fucking idea was, but it was some shit where I was just telling him where you can't justify these things because you could just justify anything. Or he was trying to make an argument that justification is like absolute. There's never a middle ground or some stupid shit like that. And I told him that's stupid. I could literally just throw you a random scenario right now and like you'll just prove my point. And then obviously it's not like, oh look at me, I'm smarter than a philosophy professor. But it's like he started arguing something and I just tell him, bro, if I fucking told you right now there's a lady down the street, an elderly lady, Betty White looking age ass bitch, fucking 99 years old, and I tell you right now there's been fucking children buried in her fucking basement that she has raped and killed over the years, you are not going to tell me that her dying or someone killing her isn't in someone's world justification. Like it is. Like justification can never be black and white. That's what I was just trying to tell him. Like there's no fucking way you can do that. Because we could just justify anything. We justify fucking war, and half the time there is no justification for it. You're fighting for freedom, or you're just trying to take oil from another country. What real justification is there?
I took 3 philosophy classes, and 2 out of 3 of those professors were bitches. So I feel like it's just a philosophy thing.
Because they just go around thinking they're smarter than everybody.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you gonna do with a
Philosophy degree? Just teach philosophy.
Just teach philosophy, yeah.
Just
no
be
one's
a
gonna
dick
pay
to
you to
kids.
fucking think. Like, yeah, and the fuck to just think about shit all day. That's like they did that shit in like the 1400s and shit when they only had to fucking worry about not being eaten and shit. They didn't have fucking bills and shit. They didn't have fucking shit to do. They didn't have a fucking movie theater to go to. You know, they didn't have shit. So they just fucking sat around at that all day.
Like ancient Greece, like all they had to do was just rape boys and fucking think.
Pretty much. I mean, what was shit going on? The only scam going on was like religion, and then the fucking whole.
That's a pretty bold claim. They were pondering if religion was a scam. They're still pondering that shit today.
I'm pretty sure it's a scam. Dog. I can defend it.
You could argue. See, you could justify it. See, you could justify why it's a scam.
Yeah, I can say that shit confidently.
This man was arguing against me, saying you can't do that. Like, yes, you can.
Fuck, dog. I remember in one of my classes.
That was the first and last time I've ever been in a legitimate argument with a teacher, a professor. I never thought I would, especially in philosophy, which I wanted to take. Yeah. I never thought that there would come a day where I would argue in fucking college of all places.
Fools would get down with the philosophy professor. I feel like that was a class where it was open to discussion to get down with that fool. Or like,
did that fool ever have any unpopular opinions about like real world situations like transgender rights and fucking abortion?
Nah, they were all pretty whack. There was one philosophy professor, where she was like, I'm gonna hide all my opinions, and at the fucking end of the semester, you can ask me whatever the fuck like you wanna know. And I was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about you. Like you really think I'm gonna fucking at the end of the semester when I'm free to go home
you
and
not have to worry about for that long?
Yeah, like what the fuck? I don't give a fuck what you fucking believe in. And then so fucking. So I had her, and then I had some other fool who was a fucking lame ass fool who was like in his fucking 50s and shit. That fool wore the same blazers, same trousers every single day.
He wore a blazer and trousers to school?
Yeah.
You should have took that fool's lunch money, dog.
And that fool wore like some little itty bitty glasses and shit. That fool had his side. That fool had the Macklemore haircut, and that fool's like in his 50s and shit. Oh, that fool's over there trying to get bitches and shit. You know that fool.
That fool's
been jerking off for like the past 13 years and shit.
For real. 13, that fool's been jacking up since like 15, dog.
And so I had that fool, and that fool never really agreed with any of the shit I had to say. That fool would be like...
That fool would just try to argue you?
That fool would be like... He wouldn't argue with me, but in like the
or like
shit,
everybody.
In the shit I would submit, like the homework, he'd be like, what is fucking Plato saying or whatever? And I'd give my opinion about fucking what I think he's saying, and he'd be like, that's just wrong, bitch. And I'd be like, bro, you asked me for my opinion. How the fuck am I
That's why I made it wrong.
And so if you tell me to like be definitive because like there's some like traits that are referred to certain characters in philosophy, but I feel like a lot of it is kind of like open to discussion and shit. So I'd be like plus like this fool would be like, give me your opinion on this, like, or like, what are your thoughts on that? And then I'd be like, bro, how are you telling me that my own thoughts are wrong?
I feel like that fool just wants to get on a high horse and just say, you're wrong, fuck you, your thought sucks, your logic sucks, my shit's golden. Tell that fucking bitch to come give me head right now. Like, this is the same guy you can't trust anybody with a Macklemore haircut. That's the lesson you should have took away.
And so my third fucking final philosophy professor, she was alright. She was like some old lady. She looked like she was into philosophy and shit. She had like fucking hunchback and shit. She was like Notre Dame and shit.
Like all she did was just fucking read?
Yeah, like I felt like her handing out papers and shit. She's gonna fucking crack her back and shit. That shit was real bad, bro.
She's gonna crack her back. She tries to stand up straight.
Like I felt like giving her the fucking code breaker, like the fucking Chris Jericho fucking shit, like the backstabber
Uh-huh.
straight on her fucking shin.
Just fix her shit.
But yeah, I mean she was all right. She was like better at fucking grading and shit. Like she was a lot cooler, but still like all the philosophy professors I ran into, I don't know, like it's kind of random. Like what the fuck you gonna do with philosophy now?
That's very true. It's very true about certain like those type of degrees. There's not really. I mean, maybe it's just me not doing my own research, but I really doubt that there's a lot of shit you can go do with those degrees.
What do you think the highest paid philosopher makes?
Fuck biscuits.
What do you think?
Probably like
Give me a,
100K, but he has to write fucking 10 books a year and shit.
give me a fucking, give me a number. I'm gonna take a guess and I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say like 78K.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
little bit.
I think they make a little bit. I wouldn't expect them to make that much.
I'm gonna say like around 128.
I feel like you've seen this answer before.
Nah, nah.
I'm gonna say 110 then. Highest paid, probably 110.
110. Damn, that's a fucking. This is all fucking bold numbers. So just real quick, the average student
Oh shit, we're
salary.
like way fucking off.
This isn't the highest paid. This isn't the highest paid fucking philosopher ever. But just so you fools can see this shit, the fucking average salary for a fucking philosophy graduate as of 2021 is fucking 28,000.
That fool's better off just working at the fucking
Bro,
Citadel.
I made more exactly. I made more working at fucking Levi's than that shit. So I mean, that shit's pretty sad. Bro.
That's weird. That's a. Well, is there a profession attached to that?
I mean, what can you do with the fucking philosophy?
I feel like you
degree
can only be a
besides teach?
professor.
Okay.
Like that's all you can get.
Yeah, right. Just a professor.
Oh, 63.
There's a number coming up here, 63, but I think that's all bullshit. Yeah. But I mean, that's real fucking low, bro. Fucking 28,000. Oh yeah. Okay, so here, I got a good number, and we were both way off. We were pretty close the first time. However, the highest paid salary currently is 63,000 a year,
Highest paid, and the average here is 59.
and this fool goes to the fucking University of Pennsylvania. Like that's pretty high up there. That's a high.
You're gonna sign up there?
I think that's Ivy League. No.
What state do you
Is
think
that
has
not
the
Ivy?
dumbest university?
What's that fucking Grand Canyon Grand Canyon University? That
Fucking
Christian,
online university.
that Christian one. What's that shit?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Grand Canyon University. Hey, fool, I feel like there's an agenda here.
You know, and so I don't know, 63,000. That's not. What do you think? That's like
Oh yeah, Grand
okay,
Canyon University is a private for-profit Christian university. In Phoenix,
63,000 is all right. You know, you obviously don't want to settle at that amount.
Arizona. No,
Well, I mean, it depends who you are, right?
you must be like content with your life at that
But
point.
for you to be at the University of Pennsylvania and earn 63,000 a year,
yeah,
that's
You
to me that's
fucking-
pretty light.
you fucking suck. I'm sorry. That's the best thing I can say. Grand Canyon University. Oh, okay, interesting. You're not a fan of online schooling, or
Nah, I fuck with online. I like online schooling. However, like, why the fuck this shit gotta be a fucking whatever school? You know, like, isn't it weird? I mean, isn't it weird how at one point there was like fucking only boys school and only girls school? Like, would you have liked to go to an only boys school?
fuck no.
Yeah, right. So I mean,
And no, it's not homophobic. I just don't want to be around fucking guys all day, especially when you're fucking 13 and like, look, as a 13-year-old, horny, fucking horny, bro. 14, fuck, maybe 15. I think those 13, 14, 15. Personally, I think that's like the prime year where like you're just powered by the thought of pussy.
exactly.
You're just powered by the thought of pussy. I can only assume that if you swing for the other team, you're powered by that thought too. I can only assume that. But yeah, as a straight cis, whatever the fuck they call it, cisgender, whatever, I don't fucking know what it is. But I don't know. I think at 13, 14, 15, the last thing I want to do is be surrounded by a bunch of sausages when I really want to go see a fucking vagina real bad, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, like that's as point blank as I can get. But yeah, like anytime I feel, this is my thoughts. anytime I hear somebody say I went to an all-boy Catholic school, one of my first thoughts is
Gay!
is is this fool gay? And then, not that there's anything wrong with it. I just want to know if this fool's gay, because I will explain some. That would explain some things, but also if this fool's like super religious.
Yeah, well, the only all boys school I know in this area in LA is Don Bosco Tech, and that shit was an all boys.
That's just
school.
an all-boys school?
Yeah.
No way.
Maybe I don't know if recently they fucking changed their minds, but I know that a couple years ago when I played baseball against that school, it was an all boys school.
When I was 14, somewhere after freshman year, I used to get in trouble a lot. So my mom sent me to a boys and girls club, because she didn't want me to obviously have friends during summer. So I went to boys and girls club, and there was a kid. I forgot his name. I don't remember his name, but there's a kid there, and he went to Don Bosco, and he was like on the basketball team, and I think he played tennis too. And the first thought I had was, who the fuck plays tennis? And then the second thought I had was, something's weird about this kid. He plays basketball and then he plays tennis? Like, something about those two sports didn't mix well with me. I guess it just didn't make sense to me. You know, you hear people say, oh, they either play football and basketball, they play football and baseball, they play basketball and baseball, whatever. You hear those three get interchanged with each other. Mm-hmm. Never have I ever heard till that day that he played basketball and then he played fucking tennis together. Of all fucking sports that are out there. Anyway, point is, now that you're telling me it's an all-male school, it got the gears rolling. Right? I'm like, is this not saying that, you know, gay people play tennis only, but I was just saying it would have explained a couple of things. Because it seemed like he would like try to talk to girls, but then he didn't want to talk to them. You know what I mean?
That was just nervous from all the time that he's never around them.
You think it's because he's nervous he has to tell me he plays tennis?
He has to play tennis. Tennis is pretty fucking hard. We would play against an all boys school that was not only Don Bosco, but I forget. I think it was Mark Keppel. Mark Keppel was only an all boys school or whatever.
Mark Keppel High School?
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong.
No, I think that was a regular public.
I don't know, but there's another high school that was all boys. There's another high school that was all boys, and fucking we would take the cheer girls with us and shit. Like, hey, fucking, to distract them and shit. You know, like, these fools have been around dick all their lives and shit. And then there's these fucking cheerleaders in skirts and shit. Okay. How fucking weird is that, though? Like, there's fucking these, like, little cheerleaders in high school and shit. And in my high school, we had a category for best body.
Are you serious?
You know how there's, like, a category?
How misogynistic.
You know how there's a category for, like, perfect... we had a perfect 10. I don't know if you guys had a fucking perfect 10. But we had, like, fucking best smile. That makes sense. Most likely to succeed, fuck it, that makes sense. But then we had best body, and then the fools who fucking posed together were like fucking shirtless and shit. My homie won, Jose Ramos, shout out to that fool. That fool had a nice body. But that shit just random, bro. Like, we're all fucking minors and shit. And you're over here.
That's what I was about to say. Like, how do you think
we're all fucking? Everyone's fucking, right?
How do you think the fucking teacher that was like, you know, obviously fucking the adult of that program felt just fucking judging these kids' bodies and shit?
Yeah, like
that's a fine line. Like, he can fucking someone could basically say that's fucking child pornography at that point.
When I was in high school and we had to vote on that shit, I saw no problem with it. I'd be like, nah, bro, fuck Veronica. Look at Dady's titties, dog. Hell nah. And
those are some titties.
And then we'd be right there fucking going back and forth and shit. But looking back on it right now, like, I'd be like, what the fuck? Why did we even have that shit?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. An adult that has to review it and probably help edit it is probably thinking like, I probably shouldn't be doing this. I probably shouldn't help review fucking 17-year-old and under bodies. That's pretty fucking weird. That's really weird. I don't know if my high school had that. I never bought a yearbook. I kind of regret it. I really wish I did, just so I can, like, if I ever wanted to go, like, in situations like this, I can go back and look. Mm-hmm. But I never heard anyone say that we had a perfect 10 section or anything like that.
We had perfect 10 and best body, so we fucking.
Nah, I never.
Yeah, bro. People were wild.
You know what I do remember though very vividly was there was a maybe not vividly, but I do remember pretty well was there was a Instagram page that someone created towards the later half of my senior year in high school. Mm-hmm. and it was like a hate page. So it would take
Damn.
pictures of like fools that you would know, because they're like, I guess you would say they're like the more popular kids. Now, okay, here's another thing I want to disclose after my experience in high school. There is no such thing as popular and cool kids. The only, okay, popular, it's true because it's just based off the term popularity. But if you think popularity makes you cool, it's like not really. Like some of you guys are fucking losers and shit. Like you guys really had nothing going for them and shit, you know.
Mhm.
So I don't really think there's anything cool about when people were like, "Oh, I'm a popular kid," or "I was a popular kid in high school." Whatever, you're a fucking loser. Shut up. Anyway, point is that this person had made a hate page, and I forgot what the fuck they called it. But I think it was something like Alhambra High School for you. I don't fucking remember what the fuck it was called. But anyway, yeah, this dude had pictures from and like a couple pictures from kids I was in class with, and we were all seniors. He said, "Oh, this is so and so. You know, he says he's gonna be your friend, but when you turn your back, he's gonna ask a girl that you're gonna ask out to prom and takes her, and then talks about how he's gonna fuck her and all that shit and blah blah blah." I'm like, "What the fuck? I didn't know that fool was that type of dirty ass fool like that."
Dang.
And then this other one was saying, "Oh, here's so and so. She's been a whore since she was fucking 13 years old, sucking dick since fucking middle school and shit." And I was just thinking, God damn, how the fuck does this person know all this fucking dirt? This is like fucking Gossip Girl at my high school. Like someone legit made a fucking Gossip Girl thing and just like started spewing all the drama that fucking, which was weird because they only did it till the later half of senior year. Like I would have enjoyed this more at the beginning, you know?
I don't know how many times this shit happened in my high school, bro. There were so many fucking fake burner accounts like that would just try and fucking burn everybody out and
Oh,
shit.
okay, yeah. Like, I guess that's what it was, a burner account.
I don't know how many fucking like girls fucking nudes got like passed around and shit. Like people would forward them,
Yeah.
like crazy and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad at my high school. My shit was wild.
Oh shit. Or maybe they were around. I don't think they were around for a while, but I do remember because at the same time I had barely made an Instagram, but I think their oldest pictures weren't even that old. It was like only just a few weeks before I made an Instagram, but still like I just thought that shit was weird. I never thought I would actually see a hate page or like a fucking burner account or nothing.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I always wonder like I wonder if any of these fools are like mutually close to each other, where they're like, hey, I think I have an idea who the fuck is doing this, you know.
Mhm.
I tried looking for like a couple years ago because I was really curious if it was still there, but I'm pretty sure it got taken down and whatnot. But yeah, man, the whole point is that fuck all middle schools. Fuck
Oh, yeah, for real, huh?
okay. Religion schools are a very tricky subject. Cause it's like, are you letting the child actually explore this religion on their own, or are you just forcing it down their throat? Cause I've met more kids that came out of Catholic schools that were gay and like fucking hated their experience and felt like they couldn't be themselves and whatnot. I'm like, that fucking sucks, man. To have a childhood like that, trash. 0 out of 10. I would not recommend that shit. From what they say, fuck that. But I don't know. I've also heard that fucking girls that come from all girls schools are pretty freaky.
Fucking I never went to an all like Catholic school or anything like that, or all boys
God
school.
forbid you went to an all
But
Catholic
but I
school.
was part of the fucking church for a while. I was part of the group. I went on like I don't know how many retreats, and I would go to attend the fucking youth group every weekend. I mean not weekend, weekday. And then on the weekend I'd go to church right there, fucking say my prayers and try and get some pussy of all the girls that were there. But from my experiences there, it was fucking it was pretty trash because like I'd be right there like, oh, like fucking you could I'd be right there like, oh, so and so's acting like such a bitch. I've been crying about whatever.
Uh-huh.
But that shit's been like, that shit's like frowned upon in the fucking church. Like, hey, you gotta be supportive, whatever.
Oh yeah.
At least my group was really supportive. But like there was like different groups and shit. So like the group that I was part of was like the youth group, and then there was like the adult groups. The adult group was fucking ruthless, bro. There was like fucking girls who were lesbian, and then all the fucking people in that group fucking disliked them. Like you'd be like, oh, like you're over here in the church and shit, but you're over here lesbian. You're over here being a fucking so whatever, all that fucking ignorant shit they fucking were saying. And so fucking being in the church, I remember when we would go on the retreats, I'd be like, man, these fools are fucking take. We said you being like the server or whatever, you'd have to fucking wait for your fucking people that you're over here just talking to and that they're part of the group. You have to fucking, that you're the tour guide basically, and you gotta let these fools fucking walk into the cafeteria before you and shit. Like you basically, you're a fucking servant, bro. Like these fools need water, you go get it, whatever. You gotta take care of them while they're there. And that shit was mad annoying, and I remember fucking going to the cafeteria and being like, "Hey, bro, like these fools are fucking. My group's taking forever to fucking get here." Like, and then not only that, but when you they would make us do some fucking bullshit ass chant to fucking go into the cafeteria, and every single time, bro, they'd be like, "Oh, I can't hear you," and I'd be like, "Bro, there's fucking like 200 of us yelling. What the fuck you mean you can't fucking hear us, you motherfucker? Like you're over here just fucking trying to hype us up. Like, dog, we're all fucking hungry. Let us in." And then so that shit was mad annoying.
They wanted that Holy Spirit hype.
Yeah, bro, that shit was fucking wild.
That's
And so I'd be like, I remember being one time like, man, my group's taking forever. Fuck this shit. Let me get a plate. And then some bitch right there was like, oh, like whatever, like that's against the fucking conduct, or whatever. What about the fucking, what about, I forgot what the fuck we would call them. What about the fools who just showed up? I'd be like, man, fuck the fools who just showed up. I'm hungry. And that bitch was right there like, Fernie, oh, God bless you. She'd be right there fucking, she was doing that whole fucking fucking father son mamas and shit. And I'd be like, bitch, the other
Why
day,
you sound so mad?
I was like, bitch, the other day when you were drunk, you were talking about how you threw up when you were sucking some guy's dick the last time. Like you're over here saying God bless me and shit. Bitch, God bless you. What the fuck?
You got a lot of fucking. There's a lot of shit that's going on in there, bro. That's
That
funny.
shit, I had a lot of crazy experiences, but I'm just glad fucking none of the priests ever tried to fucking stick a finger up my ass or anything like that. And yeah,
Hey,
man,
are you a candidate for worst parent of the year if you send your child to a school where the priest is known to be sticking his finger up their butts?
shit? I mean, like I know
Like at that point, why don't you just question all of them? Because like you fucking just basically hear it at every Catholic church. I'm sorry, but like it's so fucking weird how much this shit happened.
what's the fucking second brew right here? Damn, fucking cooking us up already. We got the fucking Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. This one's pretty good, bro. I had this one before.
Oh,
This one
okay.
reminds me of this fucking bar in downtown LA, or like Hollywood area. That's the first place I ever tried it at. It was like you walk into like a fucking fridge door or whatever. I think I might have shared this story on this podcast before, but I'll share it again. Where I went drinking with my girlfriend's cousin, and we were waiting in line to get into this fucking bar, and apparently people would like it because you fucking walk into like a fridge. It's like a fridge, and you open, and there's like a door that walks into a bar. I don't know, people, Instagram, whatever the fuck. And then so I was right there. We were waiting in line. I was right there rolling a blunt, minding my own business. The security guard walks up to me and he's like, "Hey, bro," he was like, "I'll let you skip this line if you fucking let me take a hit of that blunt." And I was like, "Dig sauce," and so that fool fucking lets us in. That fool opens the side gate. That fool lets us in. I'm right there with the blunt. That fool asks us like, "Hey, what do you want to fucking drink?" So that fool fucking hooked me up with the fucking Voodoo Ranger. That fool got my girl something. That fool got my girl's cousin something. And there was some fucking
Wait,
white
let
bitch
that fool take a hit too?
no, that fool took a hit too. So he was part of the rotation. And then there was some white bitch that fucking walked in there with us. I didn't know her. Fuck that bitch. You listen to this shit, bitch. Fuck you. But anyway, so yeah, that fool was right there, part of the rotation, and then yeah, that fool we skipped like I don't know how long that line would have been,
Damn.
but yeah, not only did that fool let us skip the line, but that fool brought us drinks and we were smoking the fucking bluntazo to the face right there.
Another reason why you should be taking up weed if you don't right now, because look what it does. It gets you fucking ahead of line, gets white bitches that jump in line with you, it fucking lets fools hook you up with fucking beers, you know. Another reason why fucking weed's the goat.
That shit brings everybody together.
That shit really does. No wonder fucking people hated fucking hippies and weed. They fucking want everyone to be angry and segregated and fucking racist. All I'm fucking basically hearing is that weed cures everything. Weed
There is a lot
fixes
of that,
everything.
right?
Huh?
There is a lot of that,
Yeah.
and I mean it can't be all good. Some of it has to be bad,
What?
like weed. It can't be all good. And I feel like it's
Name
like
me one bad weed. Name me a bad moment that didn't really have to. Name me a bad moment where you felt like it had to do with weed, but reality it was probably you.
what do you mean?
Yeah, like people try to blame weed, like, oh, I can't really function off of that shit. Like, bitch, you were lazy beforehand. Don't blame the fucking, don't
Okay.
blame the weed.
Okay, exactly. That's another thing. Like people fucking say that shit makes you lazy, and I mean, yeah, it does. But I mean, it's all really depends on you at the end of the day. But like I'm saying, like remember last time we were talking about fucking mushrooms and shit, and how people fucking say like, oh, mushrooms is how fucking foods gain consciousness and shit, and how we became to be fucking Homo sapiens and all this shit. And I was like, bro, you just like to get high. That's how I feel like the same foods with weed. And I'm the number one advocate for fucking weed. I love weed. I love smoking weed. But some of these foods se pasan, dog. You know, fucking. Foods over here, fucking. That shit, like the foods who burn sage, you're like, dig, that shit's not doing shit. You think sage works?
Oh my god. I know my girl's fucking with me, but at the same time, I don't know if I can trust her on this. Tell me why the other night she asked me, how'd you feel if I bought crystals for the house? And I was like, what did you say?
You gonna do math?
No, she was like, yeah, what if I buy crystals, for like the energy in the house? And she started laughing, and I just looked at her, I was like, don't you fucking bring those stupid shits in the house, or it's not gonna do anything. It's gonna be just fucking stupid crystals in the background. And she's like, let me put it on for your podcast. Let's put crystals on you for the podcast. Bring good energy. And I was like, bitch, I will fucking drop you off right now while we're at. Don't fucking say shit like that. But I can't trust nobody. I'm sorry. We've said it before. I'll fucking die saying this shit till my last breath. I cannot trust you if you tell me fucking crystals determine your state of living or whatever the fuck, and you're telling me that fucking the planets determine the way you act. We will have problems. I better not hear you be a bitch and then say, it's because I'm a Scorpio. Like, bitch, fuck you. You're a fucking cunt. Fuck that shit. I can't. I fucking can't. Like, there goes women not fucking holding accountability again, bro. Like, guys are pieces of shit, but fuck, man, when women do shit like this, it's just like, bro, why? Why are you guys like this? Just don't do that. Just fucking, like, I get it sometimes when we're arguing or something. I don't like saying sorry too, but like, I'd rather hear I'm sorry than sorry. It's just Mercury's in retrograde right now. It's like, bitch, fuck that shit and fuck Mercury.
Fuck, I was over I had my girlfriend's house, and one of her friends was talking about some guy she was dating, how it went wrong, and he was like, yeah, he was
He was a Capri Sun and
he
shit.
was, he was a Scorpio, and I was whatever the fuck, a fucking, I don't know what the fuck they are. I'm over here not even into that shit. He's like, I'm over here at a Sagittarius, whatever the fuck, so we weren't compatible. That's how I didn't work out or whatever. She's like, I'm gonna look for a Capricorn. I love Capricorns. Oh my god. That shit was getting me mad, though. I wanted to fucking deck that bitch right in the way. I was about to turn to Chris Brown on the spot.
Oh my god. But yeah, anyway, I fucking hate that shit. That shit just drives me up the fucking wall. I don't know. What do you think is the bigger scam? Believing in the horoscope, believing in the zodiac, or believing in religion?
Religion, because I don't know anybody who's be donating to fucking the zodiac shit, but who's be fucking.
Well, yeah, fortune tellers and fucking people that read palms and whatever the fuck. All that shit's fucking foo-foo. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's a scam, but I feel like the palm reader is like.
Do you think that's more legit?
No. I feel like the church is more legit. The church has more legitimacy.
Yeah,
like,
there's more infrastructure.
Like
They're professional at what they do.
And not only that, but like if you're a palm reader, like you're only making money like by the people you bring in. And I mean, same goes for the church. However, in the church you can have up to like 500 people or fucking thousands of people. Like you see these fucking churches that have like fucking TV screens and shit. And so you got all those fools fucking giving you money. So even if they all give you $5 and you have all those fucked up people, like that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And then if you're if you're a fucking palm reader, or you're a fucking psychic, or you fucking
do tarot cards or whatever the fuck
whatever the fuck it is, like let's say you get $60, like, and you only get one person, like that's only $60.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that shit. There's like a fucking in somewhere like in fucking West LA. There's like a nice house. There's a nicest house, easily like a fucking $1.5 million house, and that shit has like the fucking palm reader handle. It's like right here in the 5 freeway going south. You see the fucking palm reader logo on the fucking house right there. You fools know what house I'm talking about.
I think I have to go see. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we put this shit on TikTok. I'm pretty sure some people are gonna argue with us, saying that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. And this is a prime example why you have to go get your palms read. And I don't know what the fuck. Look, at the end of the day, I'm sorry if you think fucking crystals are gonna determine your energy, whatever the fuck that means. You're gonna tell me that you can tell that I'm gonna be a fucking millionaire. I'm gonna be a fucking bum by looking at my fucking pale ass hand. I can't trust you. How the fuck can I trust you? Mm-hmm. What the fuck are you seeing that I'm not seeing? Why would you have these God-given powers and I don't? None of this makes any sense. Nothing of this seems logical.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I don't agree with it. Fucking good luck if you fucking pay people to actually tell you that shit. You know what's funny? It's funny when people do that shit to like give themselves direction in life, because I get it. When you feel lost, you want direction on something. But if you haven't started first by, let's say, reflecting on yourself and your decisions in life, I think that tarot card reader is probably like the last thing you should go for. you should probably reflect on the shit you've done first. You know, if you're like, fuck, man, I'm not happy with what I'm doing in my life. I'm not happy at my job. I feel like I need a career change. Let me go get my palm read. It's like, no, bitch. Maybe you should fucking think about all the shit you want to go do with your life first, and then fucking start from there.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I don't get it.
People fucking jumped the gun on this shit. So I mean, what are you gonna? I mean, we might have some fucking crystals right here as a prop next fucking episode.
We might have some crystals, and then we might,
Hey, all you fools listening to this shit, send us your fucking energy, dog. Hey, if
send
you're
your positive vibes.
My hand is out here fucking reaching your hand, bro. I know you can feel that shit. Send us your positive vibes. We could use that shit.
Yeah, send your positive vibes because I can't. But anyway, yeah. Hold on, let me finish this shit so I can get the second brew start.
For those of you who haven't had a fucking Voodoo Ranger, I feel like this is pretty general. I mean, they have that shit like at AM, PM.
You ever drink a Four Loko?
I had a Four Loko once, and it was with the homie George. It was we went to a fucking indie pro wrestling show at Santino Brothers in Bell Gardens.
Oh.
Yeah, and fucking we had a Four Loko. We split a Four Loko. I was fucked up, dog.
So the rumors are in the stories are true.
I have two Four Locos actually in my lifetime.
How much percentage does it have?
I don't remember, but that shit was fucking
Really?
nasty. That shit was strong as fuck. And so the first time I ever had one, I split it with George when we went to the pro wrestling show, and I was fucked up. And then the second time I had it, I split it 3 ways, and it's funny, full circle. It fucking
Jesus Christ, 8, 10, 12, or 14%. Yeah, no wonder you got fucked up.
Yeah, I got you. And then I mean, and all the other shit it has in it too. And so the second time I had it, it was that occasion I just said when I fucking rolled a blunt. Mm-hmm. And the fucking security let us in when I went out drinking for my girlfriend's cousin's birthday. We split a Four Loko at the pregame at my girlfriend's house. And so that was the second time I had a Four Loko, and that's the only 2 occasions I had a Four Loko. And both those times I was fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I want to try one just for the story, but
yeah,
like,
man. That's just crazy.
we would have to go somewhere fucking sick as fuck for me to try that shit, because I would want to have the whole experience, like, not just be sitting here drinking one. I want to fucking...
But here's the thing, though. That shit's like some alcoholic shit. Like if you drink a Four Loko, you're only drinking that shit to get fucked up. You're not drinking that shit for taste. You're not drinking that
You're not drinking that shit because you're cultured. You're drinking that shit because you're trying to get fucked up.
You're trying to get fucked up on the low.
Like, what happens.
Yeah.
Damn. Would you trust a bitch if she starts drinking Four Locos in front of you?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I mean, she probably gives, like, the fucking... Her dome was probably from a different level, but...
That's the fucking... Yeah, you can't date her, obviously.
Yeah, you can't take her home, but...
Yeah, you gotta be trucha with those girls out there.
Yeah, but when it's like 2 a.m. and you need to fucking call some company over, then yeah, that's probably the bitch you want to call.
You don't see Four Locos like at Whole Foods? Or like at Target?
That's how you can tell where they stand in society. At the different stores are at. If that shit's only at a liquor store and that's fucking run down and dirty, you know that shit's at the bottom of the barrel. Yeah. But if that shit's at Whole Foods, you're like, alright, they invested some money into this shit for some reason. You know? But at the same time, you can't completely trust it because it also comes with, okay, is this actually good or is this just bougie? Is this just overpriced? That's the thing I learned with Whole Foods and Sprouts. Weirdly enough. Certain things, they try to do things their way. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. And... You know, with those stores, it's like you gotta really evaluate what the fuck you're getting. If you go to fucking like Whole Foods for fucking alcohol, it's like, okay, bitch, like you're trying to be healthy too. Like that's not the point of this, you know. Yeah. This is for social gatherings. This is for social events. This is what it's for. So use it for that. Don't fucking tell me, yes, I built my fucking figure with fucking, fucking light calorie fucking red wine. Like shut the fuck up, bitch. We don't give a fuck. Are you getting drunk or not? That's what we fucking care. But anyway, point is, fuck crystals, fuck tarot card readers, fuck palm readers, fuck all that dumb shit. I'm sorry, it's my opinion. The cool thing about TikTok that I like is that you get to do this thing called Stitch. You get to like reply to videos, and I really hope someone that's a tarot card reader or like does crystals replies to this shit.
If you're a tarot card reader, if you do any of that shit,
reply to this shit. We want to see this shit.
If you're a medium or you fucking talk to ghosts,
bring us into your world. We want to fucking understand it.
Fucking hit us up. Hell yeah, we would fucking love to have you here on the fucking this podcast. Prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong. Tell me I'm gonna be a fucking bajillionaire and tell me that I'm gonna be on the JRE. Like, do that shit. But anyway, the point is, fuck all that shit. My girl fucking thought that shit was funny. I was very offended. She even thought that shit was funny.
I saw some girl post up on Instagram not too long ago. Fucking, she was like, oh. She posted up a picture of crystals. Oh, I had to bring them outside because it's a full moon.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh my.
I had to let them recharge. I unfollowed that bitch
What the
right
fuck
there.
does that even mean?
I unfollowed that bitch right there. I can't be fucking dealing with them like that. I'm like, you're a grown ass woman. You're a grown ass woman.
I really have this theory that if they do shit like this, they're just, they got gorilla grip coochie and they fucking got fucking soak.
She had that
clothes and
fucking
shit.
blanket on her wall and shit. You know what the fuck I'm
Oh
talking
my
about?
God.
I don't know if it's a blanket.
Yeah.
That motherfucking with the pattern and shit.
Yeah.
She had that shit on her wall. You know, I had to unfollow her.
Does it make you mad when people try to talk about astronomy and there's only because they want to recharge their crystals,
my
like because
God, I get so
they don't want to
mad.
appreciate their fucking blood moon, or they don't want to appreciate what the fuck's out, or the fucking certain planets that are like lining up, and it's like a very crazy it's a crazy thing to see happen in space, but these bitches are like, oh my God, it's because Gatorade's happening and because, you know, all our fucking energies are transferring to one another or something. I don't know what the fuck they're saying at this point. I just tune them out at that point. She's like, yeah, whatever, bitch.
When I first started going to college, fucking, I'd tell people like, oh yeah, like I'm trying to be an astronomer, and the bitches would always say, oh my God, I'm a Sagittarius.
And you're just like,
Bitch, the fuck does that got to do with astronomy?
I said
And
it
these
before, I
bitches are
said it
just
again.
wild, bro.
I think you would have liked my astronomy professor because she was shit on astrology any chance she had. Any chance she had. The best thing was the first day we all walked in, she said, if you think this is about zodiac signs, please get out of my class right now. This is not zodiac signs. We are here to learn about space. If you don't want to learn about space and you want to tell me the planets affect your mood, please get out of my class right now. And I was like, go. That's it. That's the best professor I've ever fucking had. I love it. Fuck that philosophy professor. This astronomy professor, I forgot her name. She's a goat. She was cool. She didn't give a fuck. She just wanted you to do your work. Be into space when she fucking like get into it, when she's like getting into it, and that's cool. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that as a teacher, and I appreciate that from a teacher or professor. But yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like the minute she said that, I had the biggest grin on my face. I immediately started scanning the room. Like, yeah, all you fucking dumb bitches, get the fuck out.
They all did the walk of shame and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking walking out of that shit.
Oh my God. Anyway, enough shitting on them. Have you seen the Antonio Brown thing?
Yeah, man, pretty crazy, pretty wild.
Do you think these are? Everyone's trying to say these are signs of CTE. Do you think they are? I wouldn't be surprised if they are, but I don't want to say they are because that's kind of fucked up to assume. It's kind of fucked up if it really is come to that point where it's fucking CTE is now taking its hold on fucking Brown.
I mean, hopefully not, right?
I would hope not, but honestly, I'm not surprised if it's already there. Like if it's finally manifesting a little bit more.
Well, it'd be more crazy that it is or that it's not.
Oh, it'll be crazy if it's not. Because it's like, well, why the fuck is he acting like this? But if it is, you're like, I get it. He took a fucking badass hit to the head in 2016, I think. And they're saying, like, I sent you that shit that people were bringing up from Reddit, and apparently that's where, like, shit just, like, went downhill for him.
That fool posted up a fucking rap song out there. That shit. You saw that shit?
That shit was... What a fucking hard worker that guy is. Who went from playing a football game to leaving because he had to go drop a diss track. Was it a diss track or was it just a track?
I don't know. I haven't listened to that shit. We should probably play it for the podcast.
That shit is fucking goated. This fool really just went and said, fuck you, fuck this organization, I'm leaving, left, took an Uber, took a Lyft, whatever the fuck he was, because this guy was, I don't know if you saw him, this guy was like recording how he picked up Antonio Brown for a ride.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this
I didn't
dude
see
says
that
like, oh, you know how we are, we out here and shit, fucking typical New York dead ass shit. Probably had some fucking Timbs on him and shit, and then he just fucking he just drops his fucking track. It's fucking insane.
That shit's wild, bro. I mean, I don't know.
What can't this man do?
I don't know. Before we fucking dive into this shit.
Oh my god! All right. Oh wait, hold on. Toast, because like this is a great start to 2022's episodes.
Cheers, my guys. Fucking. I'm over here. What are you sipping on?
Mother Earth Brewing Company. Buku IPA, 6.5%, a little light. Used to 8% or higher, to be honest, but it's good. I like it. This was free for my job. They provided the beer. Shout out to them. But yeah, man, I enjoy a good IPA. As hipster as that sounds, I hate that it's even associated with hipsters now.
The fucking IPAs, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
like I
It's a
one time
fucking
I
whole
told
meme.
someone asked me for my job like a couple years ago. They're like, "Do you drink beer?" And I told them, "Yeah, I drink beer." And they said, "You drink IPAs, huh?" And I just looked at them and said, "Yeah, why would you assume that though?" They said, "Cause you wear an orange beanie and because I have an orange beanie." And they're like, you sometimes dress like a hipster." So which I fucking felt offended because I own nothing that looks hipster. So at least I don't fucking feel like they do. Like, yeah, you wear an orange color, you wear bright color beanies, you drink IPAs, and you wear like hipster clothes. Like you're a fucking hipster.
I used to fucking wear like the beanie, like a fucking like on the tip of my head, like barely covering my ears and
Oh
shit.
my god.
Yeah, that was the only hipster shit I ever did. But are you ready to fucking play? Are you ready to
Play
listen?
the best rap song of 2022.
Uh,
If Kendrick drops,
Are
it's
we
not
gonna get
topping
sued for
this.
this shit?
Eh, If Kendrick, put this on the record right now. If Kendrick drops his album this year, it's not touching this. It's not touching it. This is fucking
Lawyer, we're
centuries
good.
ahead. All right.
All right, all right. Let me know what you think. We'll play a little bit of it. You think he wrote this shit himself?
No, fuck no. I
You
don't
think he
think.
had this plan?
I think he had the idea. I
You
think
think
he
he had
just
a
needed a little
plan?
bit of help to fine tune it. You know.
But okay, you would think. I feel bad for speculating on this. You think that fool fucking left the arena and fucking went straight to the studio and said, "You know what? Fuck these fools. I'm gonna fucking rap." Or you think he already had that shit? He was already cooking.
I think he already had it ready.
You
I
think
think
he
he
was
was
already
already working
cooking?
on it.
He was
Yeah.
already cooking.
I think he just saw this as a moment to finally drop it. You know. And for those people that keep thinking we're looking at the camera just to like talk to you guys, I mean that's partially true, but it's because we have Money in the Bank 2011 playing in the background. The greatest in the world's coming out right now. This was after he had the whole stint with the pipe bomb thing, and this is his Money in the Bank. It was a WWE Championship, right?
For the WWE Championship, yeah, Money in the Bank 2011. When that fool's fucking contract was on the line and shit, and that fool fucking dipped after he won the world title. Yeah, pretty good match. I give it
Do you
five
think it's
stars.
one of the top 10 matches of like ever?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, ever, all time of all wrestling promotions, all wrestling, all time?
I mean, that's a little hard, but maybe not. I would say not just because there's fucking interference with like John Laurinaitis and he would sing man and all this shit. I would have liked it to be a clean
So
finish.
okay, I'm sorry. So when we talk about best in the best matches, I want to talk about the story behind it, including the match itself, its execution, and stuff like that. You're deep into this more than I am, but just from a casual standpoint, I feel like this is at least maybe if we're gonna do a top list of every single match from the first ever pro wrestling match outside WWE to like even now. I personally feel like this is at least like number 20 out of like top 20 matches. I think this will be number 20.
It's definitely up there, especially because there's like this huge pop of the crowd and shit. Like they're all
Exactly.
fucking loving them and shit.
The
He always gets a,
reaction, the story, the height of what was going on, I think that's what makes just propels it fucking levels ahead. Cause when you told me, I watched a documentary about it on YouTube. I watched the pipe bomb itself as it happened, and I was thinking, holy shit, this is fucking crazy. Like he broke probably every code in a contract that he was not supposed to do, and he didn't give a fuck. And I salute CM Punk for that. CM Punk, if you ever get your ears on this, talk to us, Zoom, in case you don't want to, we got our vaccines, but whatever. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know exactly what was going through your mind. And yeah, anyway, point is Antonio Brown, 2020 rap song of the year. That fool already dropped the best song in January. Now we have to go 11 extra months to wait for another banger.
It's crazy, bro. Like the time was that we're right here in the fucking studio is January 4th. We're just 4 days into the fucking new year of 2022, and I mean it's been fucking pretty crazy so far. We had the whole Antonio Brown shit, and and we're about to fucking hit the whole anniversary of the insurgent in a couple of days.
I was just gonna ask you, how do you feel about the anniversary coming up?
I think we might have touched about it in the previous
we did.
episode.
Yeah, we did. We did.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be pretty crazy. It's gonna be wild to see. And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of like demonstrations out there and shit. So you know, It's gonna be a media day for sure, to say the least.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna. We're definitely gonna see a lot of anti-Trump shit going on. I already see it on Instagram. A couple news outlets
Yeah.
are already trying to bring him up because it's getting really close to it. But on day of recording it's the 4th, but it's gonna come out on the 5th. And yeah, I definitely see a whole media attacking him.
Yeah, it'll probably be used as like as never question the government type thing. Always trust the government.
Do you
Like
think that
look at
gives
these
off?
idiots going against the government.
Do
Know?
you think that gives off more red flags if you start hearing narratives like that? Like, don't ever question government. I personally will
Yeah.
feel like, why are you saying that?
I mean, a lot of this shit that they're doing is already fishy, like censoring people who have contrasting opinions against the common narrative that the media's putting out.
Very
There are
true.
already things the red flags have been there, bro. So I mean,
They have been there, and it's sad that some people would rather keep arguing that it's just Trumpers and anti-vaxxers pushing this narrative. Where this is what I think. I think if you disagree with something, it shouldn't label you as like this complete anti thing. It's like, why can't it just be I disagree with what the vaccine mandate is, but I agree that Trump was a piece of shit.
yeah.
Like, why can't I agree with? Why can't that be part of the narrative? Why can't that be the?
I kind of miss some of the craziness of his presidency.
I
though.
miss a lot of it.
Yeah, right.
I have a very unpopular opinion. Biden's pretty boring. He has not given me anything to like laugh at or like cherish or just being wow. He has no wow factor to him, unfortunately. And this is what other people have been saying, news outlets and everything since Trump won the presidency, was Trump became this boogeyman and Trump became this center spotlight attraction. And now that he's not there, it's like, who do we use as a scapegoat? Who do we use to blame everything on? What can we really do? Blah, 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 this and that. And it's kind of, you know, it's just showing more that the goalpost keeps moving. Nothing's really said it. It's all bullshit. It's all facade. It's all fugazi, everything. Like, this should be giving everybody, I don't care what party you align with or you think you align with or whatnot. I don't give a shit. This should be getting the gears rolling in your head that the government cannot be blindly followed, because you should never blindly follow anybody. If they
Definitely.
lead you, that's one thing. But if you don't even want to think for yourself at the same time and just follow whatever the fuck the narrative is and whatever the fuck this is, it's kind of stupid. That's how I feel about Omar. How do you say his name? Omarion?
Omarion.
Yeah, fucking trying to tell us that he's not the
Omicron.
variant. Like, bro, I think 90% of people fucking know that.
I think they got it well figured out, bro. And they
Yeah,
gotta
like,
fucking-
I don't. I mean, he obviously felt his name was getting tarnished. I get it, you know, but at the same time, I just don't. Was this because he really felt the need was there? Or did his publicist tell him this is the perfect time to get your name in the limelight right now because you have a fucking album none of us were gonna know about coming out, or he's working on an album, he needs more press on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I would take it if I was him. I'd get some fucking press out of this shit. I mean, they basically gave it to him by confusing his name. But real quick, did you see that not Trump, but Biden got fucking? They're saying that he definitely got punked by like these fucking Trump kids. He took a picture recently in like this hanger looking thing with like a bunch of kids and shit, and all the kids are wearing like fucking MAGA hats and shit. They're all wearing all these fucking Trump uniforms and shit. And they're over here fucking capping on that fool, bro. That fool's over here smiling and shit. Take a look at this shit. That was over here smiling and shit. Like, you got one kid wearing the fucking Make America Great Again hat. You got another kid standing
Why
right.
is his mask down?
You got you got all
That's
you
my first. Show the people why the fuck is his mask down?
the fucking the kid right next to him is wearing the fucking Trump hat, bro. Like, this fool, I don't know how this fool not see it coming. And so, like, bro, if that was you, let's say you had like, these fools are not like enemies, or you know, I mean, like, this is just recent beef or whatever, if you even want to call it that. But like, if you're fucking, if you gotta take a picture with all these kids and shit, and they're wearing your fucking arch nemesis fucking merch and shit, if they're wearing Jake Paul shit, you take a picture with them?
Nah, I would tell that fool. I tell those kids, hey, where's your parents? Tell them to run a fade right now. Fucking bring that bullshit around me. But okay, just to leave it off about Antonio Brown first, let's bring it all the way back.
Damn.
Let's just bring it all the way back real quick. Besides dropping the best rap song of 2022, do you think, all jokes aside, do you think this might be early signs of CTE? He's had pretty erratic behavior. I don't know if you read the thing I sent you, but all the shit, if this is true, that it's only been happening after he took that big hit in 2016. They were playing the Bengals. I forgot. His name's on the tip of my tongue. I forgot the player, but he took a helmet to helmet, and I
Damn.
think he took I think they say he had got a concussion, mild or I don't know, big. I don't know. Anyway, um, do you think this might be the early signs of CTE? I hope it's not, but I generally would not be surprised if it is.
I hope it's not, man. And if it is, it's real sad.
Yeah,
Especially how this shit got fucking portrayed everywhere, and all this is just right here on
yeah.
fucking this podcast.
He's unfortunately been turned into. I mean, everyone's laughing at him. Everyone's trying to
But
crack their jokes.
yeah, but I mean, hopefully he's good, man. Hopefully he gets the help that
Yeah.
he deserves, and hopefully the fucking NFL's got him covered because that's what fucking put his body on the line all these years. It was his goal and his dream, and so hopefully they got him covered in that end. And I mean, if it's not, hopefully he still gets the help he deserves. And I mean, we'll see where his shit goes from here, but hopefully he gets back on track, and hopefully everything works out for that fool.
Yeah, like I said, all jokes aside, I really do hope that this isn't CT. I really hope this is just him lashing out. A lot of shit that he's going through. I really hope that's more of the case because I mean the CTE shit. I mean that shit's not a joke.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
like not enough research into it. They're saying they're still trying to find out things here and there every day, and there's no known cure. There's nothing to really combat it. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, like all jokes aside, it fucking sucks. It's sad. I really hope it's not. Um, the biggest case we've heard of CTE, or the worst case we've heard with CTE, is Aaron Hernandez, and
Yeah, for
we
sure.
all saw how sad of a how fucked up of a turn that took. So
Yeah.
I would rather hope it ends there, and from here on out, everyone kind of slowly recovers from it, or recovers as much as they can. But I mean, I'm not surprised right now if that's what it is. All the shit that I read about supposedly what he did at post that concussion, that shit's pretty bonkers. He's also had those sexual allegation charges. He's had those issues with the Raiders and shit. Sad. It's really sad when you start thinking about it because, he's good of a football player. He fucking. It just sucks that an athlete has to go through this, doing
Yeah.
what they love to do, and kind of sucks. Kind of brings it back to the whole. You brought up Jake Paul, but kind of brings it back to the whole Dana White Jake Paul situation where I don't know if you saw like they were trying to bet each other whatever the fuck they were
Yeah.
trying to bet, and then they were saying that supposedly UFC fighters aren't having their health covered. And you said it a while ago, a few episodes ago, like maybe 5 or 6 episodes back, that the WWE doesn't even fucking
Yep.
cover a lot of medical shit for the wrestlers. And I'm just thinking, how the fuck is that not a given?
Yeah, for sure, right?
If you're putting your body on the lines for these organizations, that should be the first thing you're taking care of, your body and your health and your mind. If those shits aren't taken care of, you shouldn't have the right to use any of these guys in your fucking organizations,
Mhm.
And if we're going to talk about the UFC real quick, I think all of them need to go on strike at this point.
What do you think happens with this whole fucking Jake Paul Dana White thing?
I hope he doesn't give Jake Paul what he wants because fuck Jake Paul, he's a bitch. But I do hope it makes all the fighters think, you know what, fuck it, we're going to protest. I would really hope that the rest of the fighters say, I'm not going to fight until I get this amount. And then all these other fighters say the same thing. If that means the UFC goes under, I'm going to be honest, I feel like that just means the business wasn't meant to succeed. And it's not
Yep.
because I don't love the UFC, I don't love MMA, I truly do. But it's not fair that they have to fucking go through all this shit and then they don't even get to have a fair cut of the pie. And then you're over here telling me that you're over here. First of all, I'm over here reading and seeing that amateur fighters or fighters that are not ranked or anything like that are making X amount of money.
Yeah.
And then Dana White's basically betting on the Canelo fight double what that motherfucker makes in this fight. Like, how the fuck do you think that's gonna rub them?
Mhm.
Like, that's why I'm not surprised. I feel like they should protest, to be honest. If this ever somehow gets to Dana White, he gets mad. I'm sorry, bro. I feel like these guys should be getting fucking boxer money. I don't feel like they should be signing exclusive deals with fucking Venom and Reebok. I don't think so. I think we should bring the individual sponsors back. Let them fucking
Yeah.
wear whatever the fuck they want. Let them naturally bring eyes to the fucking sport.
Yeah.
Boxing has so many eyes on it, but if you want to compare the sports, I always think MMA is going to trump boxing.
Easily, it already did.
Yeah, it shows it. And it shows it because look at who's become the new face of boxing right now, unfortunately. And when I'm talking about the face, I'm not talking about sports skills. I'm talking about the public eye.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumbass Jake Paul.
That was
And
like,
it's sad that it came to that.
yeah, it was the money maker right now in the sport of boxing. Unfortunately.
when there's so many fucking great amateurs,
Yeah.
great professionals, and they're not gonna get the light because they're rather shining on this dumbass Jake Paul just because he could fucking get the attention.
Yeah, for sure.
Sad, really, really fucking sad. Frustrating to see as a fan because it's like I know what the fuck these other guys can bring to the table, and we're focusing on this dumbass,
Yeah, for sure.
this fucking idiot. Whatever, fuck that fool. I'll still fight that fool in a 1 week notice. That fool could take all the PEDs he wants. I don't give a fuck.
That fool's got fucking video confirmation right here, dog. You heard this fool
Bro,
right
I
here.
fucking said this shit fucking like 20,000 episodes back. I said that shit from the get go. But yeah, man. There's another thing I actually wanted to bring up. You sent me a video yesterday or the day before of some chick getting crazy with some dude, and she even put her hands on him. And this dude immediately turned to her boyfriend, her husband, I don't know what the fuck, and knocked him out cold. And I was just gonna ask you, would you ever be with a bitch that does that? I'm sorry, would you ever be with a female that does that?
Hell nah, I'd leave her easily.
What if she already does and you're in that situation? Are you gonna break up with her the minute that shit's over?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta obviously you gotta fade up the fool who fucking tries to fight you first, but then after that you gotta fucking not John Jones fade her up, but
Yeah.
you know fucking verbally fucking
Yeah.
give her that smackdown and shit. But
Gotta let her know. That's it. Like,
yeah, that's it. You know, you don't want fucking. And in the video that we're talking specifically, it was like about some fucking like Hilton fucking hotel, Sheraton hotel, some shit like that, about some girl getting mad, some fucking Karen getting mad, and so yeah, you know, I wouldn't date a girl like that. You don't want to fucking
no.
you know, be out there fucking getting physical with someone, you know, and that shit was
No.
so stupid the way that that video happened.
There's two things to put into this. If you're a woman and you think, first of all, if you're a woman and you think because you have a man that you have a right to talk like that, no, because first of all, what if the man didn't give a fuck about the boyfriend or the husband and decided to knock your ass out instead? Like, now you're just gonna look fucking stupid and you're gonna fucking probably go home with a broken nose or a busted jaw. So that's number one. Number two, why would you ever put your significant other in that spot to begin with? Why are you gonna make them fight a battle you started? And why are you even starting battles? Like, I really doubt anything's ever that serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I already thought about shit like that. Like one time, my girl said a long time ago, she's not scared to say something because she knows I'll fight them. I'm like, I get that, and you're right, but that doesn't mean I want to go start fighting people if I don't need to. Like, I'm an adult now. Like, there's different repercussions to this shit. And I said that before. It's not like a kid fighting we only get suspended from school. Like, if I fuck this fool up, there's a good chance I might get sued and thrown in jail.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm not fucking down with that. Are you gonna wait for me in jail? Are you? Oh, you're not? Well, then why the fuck am I gonna do this? Why am I gonna lose on every area then? So I don't get it. But unless someone puts their hands on you first, I feel like okay, in that point, like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if it's all just people shit talking, it's like you don't really gotta throw hands right away, you know. At least I don't think so. I don't think at the end of the day it needs to come to that. But you know, like I said, unless you're being threatened on that spot physically, then sure, like assert yourself, do what you gotta do, you know, handle the situation. But I mean, if you guys are just bullshitting and talking mad shit to each other face to face, it's kind of like, all right, bro. Like, the wisest thing is just walk away at this point.
Yeah.
Because you really don't know how that shit's gonna end. And yeah, when you showed me that video, I was like, oh fuck no, bro. I would be so heated at the girl. If that dude, first of all, that dude got a cheap shot. I feel like at the end of the day, I have to go find that fool and fade that fool up. I will wake up, but I have to fade him up for sure.
Dog, that fucking girl though, like if you're gonna fucking try and do something like that, I don't know what she was doing, bro. She grabbed that fool's head and like kind of like shook it or whatever.
Yeah, she grabbed him
Like
by
the
the
fuck are you doing?
by the
dog? You gotta
dreadlocks
fucking-
and shit. Like,
you
she
gotta
thought this
fucking,
shit
like,
was
deck
a
that for or something.
yeah. Like, I don't know. That shit was, you know, the guy has to be mad because he got embarrassed online by getting knocked the fuck out. Like, that's all. People are
Did he
okay.
get knocked out? I don't know.
He kind of got knocked out. Oh, he may have not got like knocked out cold, but he was on the floor for a minute.
I felt like he
Maybe
was
he was
acting-
crying. I don't know.
I felt like he was just trying to get that fucking that lawsuit money and shit, and he was
Maybe.
just right there like, oh fuck my leg, like the
Maybe.
fish from and shit.
He was like that shit for special. Yeah, it's like boy leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Maybe, but I don't know, man. I think as a guy, as a man, like that shit will hurt my pride too much. Like, I have to go fight that fool. I have to go redeem myself. There's no fucking way.
But there's not all of us are like that though. Some of us are fucking.
Would you
some
take
of us
the L like that,
No,
or would you
hell
go fight
no.
the?
but there's people like that who will fucking just say,
take the L and go.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, fuck no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Not-
maybe it's a toxic masculinity in me, but I just can't. Like, I have to fucking go fight that fool.
Mhm.
Maybe it's the biological thing about it too. Like, men just want to be men and fight. I think that
Not
shit's
that fool.
true.
Not that fool in the video.
That fool's not a fighter. That fool just took it on the chin and fucking. That fool was probably regretting ever meeting her that day and fucking asking her out and shit, you know?
there was this fucking football player. There was a video of this football player at a Walmart. I don't know who it was, but that fool was like, "If you want problems, bro, let's go." And he was fucking jacked, bro. He looked huge. He was like 7 foot tall or something like that on the video. And that fool got faded up by some fucking smaller fool at a Walmart and this shit.
I was gonna say, would
Yeah,
you
fool
ever
talking
hesitate
shit.
to fight a fool that big?
I mean, depends, you know.
Oh, really?
I mean, like, I guess it depends with the scenario, but nah, I mean, fucking.
No, like that fool's like, you guys are a target, and this fool wants to fade you up.
I probably won't fight. I probably won't fight nobody at Target unless I was trying to kill me or something.
Oh, okay.
You know.
What if that fool puts his hands on you though?
Oh, then yeah, we
Like
gotta fight.
that fool's trying to push you and punk you in front of your girl.
Yeah, then we gotta fight no matter what.
There you
But
go.
you know,
That's the masculinity I want to see.
but if like you know, I mean, I guess I wouldn't pick the fight.
Right.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just like you know, it's like knowing that like I would never go up to and pick a fight with nobody, you know, even regardless if I'm 7 foot tall or fucking 5 foot tall, you know, it doesn't really matter to me. It's when you stuff who fucking tries to attack me and shit.
Yeah, that's it's I mean, see, this is what's weird about today's time. Females want a fucking man that can fight and be a man, but they want him to be soft spoken and poetic and shit like that. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna get all that. You're either gonna get a dude that's gonna be really toxic and masculine shit like that, like he's gonna want to fight if some guy gets crazy with him, or you're gonna have a guy who's just gonna get punched on fucking camera, lay down on the ground and just stay there, you know, whether he's knocked out or not. Like,
Imagine that, like a video of you getting knocked out going viral, bro.
bro, I would have to tell that fool that recorded me getting knocked out, be like, hey, fool, you're following me for this whole day until we find that fool and I fuck him up. You better say, oh, fucking whatever the fuck this guy, or like knocked out guy redeems himself or something, you know? I don't give a fuck. We're putting that shit on Wallstar, Twitter, MySpace. I don't give a fuck. We have to go redeem myself because you cannot go down like that.
You gotta get a makeover or everything, bro. You gotta get a tattoo on your face. You gotta do something to make you fucking look different from the video.
I got into a fight my freshman year and some chick recorded it and I can't find it on YouTube and I know she put it on YouTube.
That shit probably got taken down or something, bro.
Maybe. I don't even know what she titled it. I just remember I think I just went down the wormhole and kept looking up the high school fights and just kept going and going and trying to look for it. Maybe I can find it.
There's a lot of that shit. I know there's a fucking fights on YouTube about my high school and shit.
Did you ever get into a fight that got put online?
Nah, never.
You never got into a fight in high school?
Nah.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been body shots a lot of times with a lot of foods, but never into like a fucking physical altercation like that. Yeah, but it was crazy to me that foods would really fucking get down like that. I'd be like, damn, bro, we're fucking 12 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old. Like, you fools are really getting down and shit. Yeah, it was Wild Wild West where I went to. I don't know if I ever shared with this on the podcast with you fools, but one of my, not one of my teachers, but one of the teachers at the high school that I went to fucking fucked one of the students and shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Who?
One of the teachers
Oh.
at my high school fucked one of the students and shit. I think I might have shared this on the podcast, but I don't know how old the teacher was, but the student was like 17 years old around there and shit. And yeah, this fool fucking piped her and shit. And the fool had a wife that was attending the same school and who was currently pregnant with one of their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that fool fucking piped down this bitch while his wife was pregnant in the same school and shit. Crazy.
What a
huh?
scandalous ass.
Crazy ass fool. And then I'm pretty sure I shared this shit on the podcast, or I shared it with you.
I think you did. Sounds very familiar.
Yeah,
I think you did. I'm pretty
and then
sure.
she couldn't press any charges, or she didn't press any charges because she was undocumented and shit.
Oh.
And so now that fool's not teaching anymore. But selling
She
real
pressed
estate.
charges because she got raped or because someone told her to?
I don't know. I don't know if it was consensual or not. I wasn't there. But yeah, whatever that happened in my high school and shit. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I feel like a lot of crazy shit happened in my high school. And yeah, man. I mean, people will be smoking weed in PE and shit like that. Fucking wild ass fucking times.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna find it. There's too many fights and they're just all obscure fucking schools that aren't even my high school.
Yeah, there's too many fucking fights out there. One of my fucking desires though, and there was a lot of the fools on the baseball team's desires was to get in a bench clearing brawl. I think if you're on any sports team, you want to get into a bench clearing brawl for some reason. And so yeah.
Oh yeah, there's just something about all you guys going to war that just like gets you amped up.
There's just something about a rumble and everyone's getting down. That shit just sounds sick as fuck.
Yeah.
You seen like those videos of like I don't know who it is, but it's like those fools who do like the fucking 5-on-5 MMA and shit.
Oh yeah, I've
And
seen
then one
that.
of the fools gets knocked out, and then over gets like 2-on-1 and shit, and then 3-on-1. You know, so
Yeah.
fools getting knocked out left and right and shit. That shit looks fucking terrible. That shit looks gacho.
Um. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it here. There's no fucking way it's gonna be here. Yeah, that shit's not gonna be here. Sorry, guys. Um. For I definitely didn't get my ass kicked. First of all, so if any fucking asshole wants to fucking think I don't want to show it because I got my ass kicked, I did not get my ass kicked. But like I said, I really don't know what the fuck they would have this person titled it. Apparently there's other high schools with the same name that are in fucking different states, so getting a bunch of shit. Um, yeah, I really don't think I'm gonna find it. Um, this is my high school though. I can tell the background. That is it. Um, 2009. Damn.
The fool's over here trying to fucking show us his highlight reel and shit.
I'm trying to pull up my highlight reel, bro. I'm fucking 7-0, dog. um, yeah, whatever. Anyway, what are you talking about? Fights? Schools? Oh yeah, that fool getting knocked out. That shit sucks. But yeah, I think I would have to break up with the bitch. I have to fade that fool up, make sure someone records it so I can redeem myself online, cause you know shit's gonna stay on the internet forever except for that fucking fight. But yeah, I would have to break up with the chick. That's a dangerous fucking person to be with because she had no regard for your safety. What if this dude was fucking crazy and she didn't even fucking think about that? She just thought, oh, I have to fucking say my shit, talk my shit, and let somebody else handle my consequences and whatever. I don't know. I just don't agree with that.
There was like this video of this bitch at a Chili's or something like that, and she like decks some food, and then the food fucking pushes her back, and she breaks like the glass door and shit through the Chili's.
What
and
the
shit.
fuck?
Yeah, that shit's wild. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like violent shit like that is pretty crazy. Like, what the fuck are you fools doing out of the Chili's and shit? Like, you fools really gotta be fighting at Aluga. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I shared this fucking story too. That my girl and I were at a fucking IHOP of all places and shit.
No, I don't remember hearing this.
Nah,
I
alright.
already don't remember this setting. No.
We were at a motherfucking IHOP somewhere around the fucking area we are in right now, and we were having dinner or whatever and shit. It was a good time, and there's some fools behind me and shit arguing against each other like, oh my god, you're such a fucking asshole all the time,
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
no.
You're such a douchebag. And I'm over here hearing these fools fucking yap and shit.
Oh wait, I think you did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I fucking did. I'm pretty sure I shared a story about these motherfuckers before. And so, anyways, if you're new to this shit, check this motherfucker out. So these fools are over here fucking talking and shit. They're over here complaining, fucking spewing all their negativity and shit.
Mhm.
And so I don't know where you hear these fools fucking throw a fucking cup at each other and shit. They're over here fucking tossing their drinks and shit. The fucking cup is bouncing all over the floor. And like this shit happens like 2-3 times and shit. I don't know why the motherfucking waitress gave these fools a fucking refill. Like this motherfucker just threw the drink at this fool's face and he gave that fool a refill.
So you need some more.
And so the fucking drinks were thrown and shit until like 3 drinks were thrown until someone had to fucking tell these fools to get out. Like, you know, if I would work there, as soon as these fools are over here yapping and shit, to tell these fools, hey motherfucker, you gotta take that shit outside.
Yeah.
You know, fuck you fools. I don't give a fuck about any of your fools' problems. And so this shit goes on, fool, and these fools are over here throwing shit at each other. These fools over here like, oh my god, you're such a dick, you're such a prick.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah, so these fools over here fucking arguing at a motherfucking IHOP and shit. So, you know, if you're over here arguing at an IHOP, at a fucking chain restaurant and shit, get your fucking shit together, dog. I mean, what the fuck? What kind of fucking morning is that? You're over here at a fucking IHOP complaining, throwing drinks at each other and shit.
I know. Why IHOP of all places too?
Yeah.
Like there's
right?
better restaurants too. Why the fuck would you like? I'm sorry, I fucking hate IHOP, but it's just if you're gonna do that, I would rather fucking argue at like some nice ass restaurant in Malibu, not fucking arguing at fucking IHOP in downtown LA or some shit, you know?
Those fools got fucking kicked out as soon as they were throwing all that shit. I was fucking happy. Those fools had that awkward moment where they had to fucking pay and shit. Like, imagine being at a cash register and you had to ring them up. Like, hey, motherfucker.
Covered
get
in
this
soda
fucking
and
shit
orange
outta here.
juice and
Yeah.
shit.
Motherfuckers. See, I don't know where those fools are, but you know those fools got down during quarantine.
Yeah.
This shit was before quarantine.
Yeah.
And, you know, those fools got down in the middle of that shit.
I saw something saying that apparently domestic cases went up because domestic violence cases went up because of quarantine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Which I don't doubt.
I'm sure abuse on all levels, like whether it's child abuse or fucking spouse abuse, whatever the fuck. I'm sure that all happened.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. But Kind of sucks. It kind of sucks that it took quarantine. It took quarantine happening for some people to realize they don't want to be with the person they're with.
Yeah, for real.
Which is kind of weird because I feel like you would have known that before. Like, did
Yeah.
you guys never spend that much quality time together to like really get a feel?
That's true. It did force a lot of people to like look in the mirror and sure deal with their fucking problems.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Life comes at us all different. So I don't know. All I know is I'm trying to hold it. Can't hold it, my boy. Any new things come up for what you want to do for the year? Or everything's pretty set in stone for what you're trying to do.
Well, there'll be a couple more things that I want to get into play as the year comes in.
Mhm.
So we have this video going right now. We know we're gonna get the fucking set going too. So that's another thing we got. We already got that shit going in motion. I basically want to travel more this year. So
Mm.
that's just something I got to plan for. But I got a lot of goals. But yeah, man. I mean, most of it is still the same. Just driving, trying to better improve with every day that comes by. So it's just the same battle every day, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. That's good, G. That's good. Um, yeah, I guess everything's still pretty much the same. I mean, we're fresh into the fucking New Year, so still have to wait and see what the rest of the year contains and what's ready. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I'm glad we're finally doing our video setup now. Glad to put more work into this podcast. Shit, man. Just hope the beers get better, the weed gets better, and we just keep it rolling. Steamroll through this thing, fucking get it all done. Make 2022 a fucking a year for the books in terms for the podcast, and yeah, man, pretty nonchalant in a good way, like cool, head on a swivel. Whatever happens in life happens, and it's just crazy to think about it last year. Like, damn, it's already gonna be a year since uh, the little insurgency happened. That was like the first talk of the fucking year because it was such a big thing that happened, and then
Yeah.
just seeing the rest of the year play out, with all these new variants and deltas, and I don't know what the fuck, and this is canceled, and Dave Chappelle's whole situation and all that shit. So it's pretty crazy, like when you start looking back at it a lot. But yeah, man, I think I'm ready to see. I think you're gonna hear something from us about the insurgency in case something happens. But yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think this is a nice first episode. New year, new foo, and yeah, man. I can't wait to see just what the end of the month has in store.
Yeah, for sure. This shit's evolving real quick.
It is. But other than that, you
Rolling real
guys.
quick. Yeah. Besides that, fucking right here. Cheers, guys. We're on fucking YouTube at fucking This Food Podcast, IG at This Food Podcast. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow, subscribe, all that jazz.
All that
We'll fucking
jazz.
catch you fools later, dog. Fucking thank you guys for joining us.